We in the UK are proud enforcers of the idea of a peaceful world. We believe in the concept of unity, harmony, and most importantly, safety. Ever since the end of the Second World War, we have since had a deep reflection on our actions, our mistakes, and we cannot stress enough the importance of preventing ourselves from becoming divided again. We belong together, don't we? The way God intended. Well, of course, in my humble opinion, we can stand united. When the world reaches a state of terror, that is the moment in which we, as a nation, must strive to do what is best for the next generation. I understand that it will take some time. My husband and I know more than anyone the concept of time. However, that does not deter us in the slightest. If you find yourself in a car accident, we will be there. If your house is broken into, we will be there. Every right of the world can be corrected, but we must take the first steps. My name is Helen Cutter, and I approve this message.
Welcome back to the ARC website, where we will keep you updated on the ongoing threat these anomalies pose to our world. Approximately 1 month ago, 3 separate species, once thought to be extinct, have reappeared in the modern world. Their presence has had a negative impact on several of our cultures, and it is most likely that more will turn up as well. It is our job at ARC to keep you alert of these happenings and how to keep yourselves safe. The Deinonychus reigns supreme as the apex predator of the country of India, as it has made nearly every animal, herbivore and carnivore alike, its own prey. The Bengal tiger was once known as the apex predator until this new hunter arrived. A total of 43 people have fallen victim to the Deinonychus. We strongly advise all Indian civilians to stay away from all forests, as the animal can camouflage into its surroundings. We also recommend carrying a firearm, should these creatures decide to enter your village. We have now gotten word that the dodo bird has made its grand return to central Canada. Contrary to what most people believe, the dodo bird did not go extinct during the Ice Age. The last recorded sighting was during the 17th century, with the cause of extinction being speculated to be French settlers' work and several invasive species being introduced. ARC has begun a campaign to preserve the few specimens that have appeared so far to prevent them from going extinct again. I believe some of these species deserve a second chance, and we, as human beings, can give it to them. That is where the subject of Julius returns to mind. The Justice for Julius movement began when the titular Columbian mammoth laid waste to the streets of Detroit, resulting in several people getting injured. Many people have argued that the animal is not entirely to blame, merely reacting out of self-defense. Immediately after the aforementioned incident, our mercenaries have been hunting for the giant animal, hoping to capture him and study him to determine his intelligence. Perhaps the animal has the same intellect as modern-day elephants. In a quiet family home in Colorado, the effect of the anomalies have found a way to turn happiness into terror. It started on a Tuesday night. The daughter, 8-year-old Amanda Mitchell, claimed to have seen a monster standing in her closet. Her father looked and found nothing in there. But for the next few nights, the father, Richard, had been hearing a strange rummaging sound coming from the living room. But every time he checked to see what it was, there was nothing there. But one day, when a chair fell over, seemingly pushed over, he heard footsteps running in the opposite direction. And that's when he saw it. The beige coloring of the kitchen wall seemed to have floated off of the wall at that moment before disappearing, like a snowflake quickly evaporating. Something had camouflaged near perfectly and had taken up residence in their house. Once the family fled from the house, authorities reported this haunting presence to ARC, and it immediately caught my attention. For this clip, I will be omitting my voice and only recording what I had found. Nicholas Carter. You are not alone, none of you are. I come from a time far beyond your own. I am grateful to find that you exist again. Ah, so you are still capable of speech. Good. It has not begun yet. I watched Mrs. Mitchell tune into your latest broadcast before they left. You know, the measures you have taken to create your little broadcast for this world. It will certainly prove useful. I have read about you approximately 1,577,182 times, Nicholas Carter. Your accounts would have gone down in history had your kind still been around to celebrate you. Of course, where are my manners? I imagine you are wondering what sort of period I come from. Well, up until this point, you have only dealt with creatures from your past. In the time in which I hail from, the bones of these creatures are beyond the substance of dust. I, however, am from a time you would call the future. You may find it adequate in your mind to think of a name for me, Nicholas Carter. Well, it may be surprising, but I do indeed have something I call myself. For the purpose of conversation, you may refer to me as Enoch. That is correct. It is a name that I gave myself. Learning about what came before has given me many things. And my name is the best thing the past has provided for me, even more so than knowledge. The knowledge to help change the decrepit state my own time has found itself in. It is, as humanity once called it, a dump. But being here, perhaps we can change that. I am elated that you asked,
Nicholas Carter. To answer your question, I require you to bring me to your place of work. But lock me up, won't you? It is a safety precaution, you understand. While I am there, I will provide you with the information you seek. Even the answer to what is causing those strange noises in the suburbs.
Terror today in Tanzania, Africa. AARC has received numerous reports of altercations with the continent's newest deadly resident, the terror bird. The terror bird, also known as Forus racos, stands at 8 to 10 feet tall and weighs nearly 300 pounds. The terror bird has a bite force that can bite the neck of a giraffe in two. Since their arrival, the flightless birds have cut a swath of terror through several communities, claiming a spiking total of 37 lives. They have also begun a territorial war with the former lords of the savannah, the lions. With a new alpha predator in Africa, we have begun a campaign to assist our friends worldwide. If you want to help save Africa and other places plagued by prehistoric creatures, visit the homepage of our website to learn more about how you can help. Humans, an entire planet of misguided souls. How far from the true path you have come. It honestly breaks my heart. You have ideas of beings known as God and Satan, thoughts about where you will end up when you leave the mortal coil. One will bring you eternal light and happiness, while the other burns your soul for eternity in a never-ending wall of pain. Judgment for your life of unabating cruelty and debauchery. It is my understanding that these thoughts are poisonous to the mind, and that, I believe, can be cured. I have come to cure you, not to harm you. You will evolve. You will evolve.